shogi. Do not care. So I'm gonna go over here and we're gonna knock this out. Leave me alone. All right. Do. All right, puzzle shogi. Number 1. Okay. We're just gonna leave it as is. I go first. All right. So we're going to do all these real quick and see how many points we get from it. Unless we get the points we need before that. And then we will, go from there. See, what we need right now is 3,500 points. Ideally. So let's see if we can make 3,500 from the puzzles. All right, so boom, done. These are going to be quick and simple because I'm just doing what I'm doing. The takebacks are actually helping me get more points. All right. Boom. Easy. Shogi 4. Grab Gold General. Place it here. Fuck yeah. All right, so I need to boom, done. Oh, we have I don't need to know the rules. We have this. We're gonna grab that now. The Divine Light Goblet. Worth a pretty penny. Divine Light Goblet. A goblet that once graced elegant banquets in medieval Europe. Its design prioritized balance, brilliance, making it so dazzling that you can't even see what's inside. Poison. Anyway, I am going to now get Demon Fire, which is super important to me. I'm going to grab Howling Shadows as well. And Demon Fire Rain. And I think that's about all I can do. Oh, I can get this, I guess. Oh, I can get all of it. We are done with Mad Dog. That's beautiful. I don't have enough points for anything now. I guess I'll get this one. So why not? I am out of money. That's not good. But it is what it is. Puzzle Shogi 6. So these aren't one moves anymore. Move my pawn. It doesn't tell me if I need to promote or not. What do you mean? This is still a one move? This tells me it's a 3 move, so I must have fucked up somewhere. No, I have 1 move. So they've got this wrong. Yeah, they've got this wrong. If it's a 3 move, I'm gonna try and promote it and see what happens. Oh, now I have 3 moves. Interesting. Retreat backwards. Silver General. I don't have a Silver General. I have a Gold General. I don't think they know what they're doing. Anyway. I'll take that. That's all I needed. Well, we have Subaru. A boy that lives on the resort called Dondoko Island wants to become a professor that researches ocean conservation. Alright, we bought literally everything I could want out of this. Okay, well that solves that problem, so goodbye Shogi. What do we have next? The one after the tree lamp. Floral chalice? I don't have the money for that, so we're going to move on from that one for a moment and go to the Mirror of Prosperity. About the Mahjong Parlor. Okay, so Mahjong Parlor. Goodbye, gentlemen. Flower charm. We already got the flower charm. Alright, Mirror of Prosperity. A highly valuable mirror adorned with intricate carvings. Made as a symbol of fertility long ago, it was said to show thriving lands in its reflection. Okay, so now we can go get this one down here. I wouldn't have bought all that shit if I had known I was going to spend 20k on a fucking treasure. Yeah, I see the hook. All right, Ring of Leaves, another ring. Sparkling gemstone that was gifted to a skilled artisan. A ring set with a beautiful gemstone, gifted in honor of a master craftsman known for creating incredibly lifelike artificial flowers. Last one we're missing out of here is 49. 46 was Dragon Cart, 47 was Snapshot, 48 was Pool, and 49 is none of that. 49 is up here. Goro gonna catch that butterfly? Catch the butterfly, Goro. Or, stand there looking stupid, I guess. Oh, madam, do you want a ham sandwich? You can have some shrimp. She was interested in the shrimp, I guess. Yeah, I know. But the real question is 3K. Okay. Grassy plain carpet, a luxurious carpet said to be crafted by a legendary artisan. Its beautiful green design and warm texture provide a soothing sense of peace and comfort. All right, we have barely enough money to go buy the other one. Just got this ring. No blade defense, no attack. Big bullet, actually. 10 less blade defense. Oh, it does give attack though. So it is better than this ring. We were going to take off the... We no longer wear the Hawaiian silver rings. Look at them rings, man. All right. What is the spot I need to go? Treasure Select Pawn Shop. I mean, we're going to come out a net negative, but it's worth it. I feel. It's upstairs. That's fucking great. I am so glad that it is upstairs. Alright, it's not that far away though. Hello, Mr. Pawn Shop. How are you? Oh, there's the treasure chest. Okay. Do I have anything to sell to you that I don't care about? That would sell for money. Gold plate, bronze plates, iron plate. Not a lot of money, but it was worth it. Street surfer shit. That'd be cool. I want these components. I don't have the fucking money. Well, yes, I do. Floral chalice, 18.9. A ceremonial cup, series complete. Ceremonial cup, once highly prized as an offering, it was said to be used in a toast to a hero who stood against great evil. Even now, it retains a lingering floral aroma. Yeah, we're back up to 20k. We're about to spend 800 of that on these, and 600 on these. So now I can go see if I can buy another cannon. Which I'm actually super excited about, because if we can get another cannon now, then we don't have to worry about that later. Anyway, I think that's all of the treasures I can get while still on Honolulu. All right. Yeah, I think that's the last one we've got. So, if we look at our treasures, we've still got all of these out in the water. We do want to go hang out in the water and find out where a lot of this is. I think some of it is from the Devil Flag stuff. We don't know what that is yet. We'll figure that out eventually because I'm sure that'll pop up as we finish the story. We don't know what Atali Island is at all. And then we have all this stuff to look for. All right. Well, yeah, and then we'll fuck with Madlanthus when we get back to Madlanthus. But yeah, these, we have no idea where these are. And we don't know what these are. And then, yeah, these are on the islands and these are in the water. Actually, these are separate. That's weird. They're still in the water, they're just separate, which is strange. I guess that's because these are like Nele and like the early ones, and these are the ones later. These are Hawaii and Atali and... Oh no, there's Madlantis ones here too. I don't understand. Maybe it might be the type of ones we're doing. Bounties are good. We haven't unlocked these two yet. That's great. I love that. Alright, we are going to make a shark cannon. And then we're going to run out of components again. I would like to make the... honestly, I'd like to make the coconut cannon, but we need more quality components and superb components and then some coconuts. I don't know why there's a shit ring. This actually is really good for us if we get it. That's disgusting. This I kind of really want. And then the captain's launcher would be cool too. But we don't have that right now. Before we leave, golden dragonfly. Apparently I can buy a dragonfly, which I did not know I could do. Right here. I'm going to check this out because if I can, well, actually that makes sense because I've been able to buy like the spiders and shit. So if I can buy the golden dragonfly, we will do that.
Hello there.
Hey, golden dragonfly. Fuck yeah. So we're able to get all but one crewmate before we leave. I didn't know there was a fucking... Alright, so... I didn't know I could do this either, but that's actually really nice. I can now catch insects. Can I catch grasshoppers like this? Fuck yeah. Bucket of bugs. Hello, sir. I got a dragonfly for you. Here you go, sir. We now have Bug Professor Lewis, a man who bears an undying love for all bugs. Mosquitoes, however, will be crushed on sight. Alright, I'm cool with that. We still have a sub-story down here to do, which we are going to do now. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba. Apparently, he was supposed to do something. We're gonna try that again. Apparently, he didn't do it the way I was supposed to, or the way it was supposed to go down. I'm trying to talk to this dude. Thank you. So yeah. It's good to see you again, Captain Majima. Alright. Now that you and Captain Brian are here, let's get your compliance training started right away. This will be a fairly lengthy course, however. Are you ready to begin? I don't really want it to be that lengthy. Are you ready, Brian? Yeah, guess so. Can't help but feeling like I'm starting from listen, nothing here. Honestly, not really sure I'll be able to learn a thing. Don't go giving up before you even begin, man. Think of it this way. You got nowhere to go but up. Well, let's begin. If possible, I would like to conduct a course on a pirate ship. Would you be willing to lend your own? Mine's still getting repaired, so sorry. But would you mind us using yours, Majima? Fine with me means you get to see why the Goromaru is my pride and joy. Thank you for your amenability. I'll have some staff participating as well, so I'll need to notify them. Alright. Thinking I'll bring the Goromaru around into the open ocean to get us in the right mood. Yeah, so this is the Goromaru. She sure is a magnificent vessel. Ain't she? Well, go on. Keep the praise coming. We're here, Mr. White. We're here, Mr. White. So sorry to keep you waiting. Why are they pirates? Oh, just in time. Thank you for coming out here today. These are some members of my company's staff. They will be supporting me in today's training. They are quite capable fighters as well, so they'll be perfect for recreating your particular work environment. It's a pleasure to work with you. Yeah, good to meet ya. Right, let's begin with simple orientation. Please take a seat. The desires and demands of employees concerning their working conditions have changed dramatically. particularly in regards to younger generations. If such a younger worker begins to have reservations, they will be more than happy to leave in search of a new workplace. Yeah, sure. Experienced that firsthand. And why exactly do you think that happened? I don't know. Must have fallen out of love with the sea. Well, that very well may be the case in some situations, but not this one. Those who left you have not lost their love for the sea, but that love alone was not enough to retain them. Not without clearly defined regulations and an agreeable work environment. Today's younger workers simply will not tolerate having antiquated rules crudely forced upon them by their superiors. Many workers require a delineation between work and leisure time, regardless of personal opinion. It's reasonable to expect clearly defined hours and rules. If you want to keep up with the times and retain your employees, long-held preconceptions about how pirate crews operate may need to be discarded. I don't think that it works like that out in the ocean, but whatever. We live in an era where adherence to compliance standards is crucial, whether at sea or on land. Again, I don't think it works that way when you're literally stuck at your job until the job is done. So we must uphold modern standards, build trust with our stakeholders, and respect the diverse work styles of our employees. By holding true to those tenets, we can make an employee-friendly pirate ships that are a joy to work on a reality. Right, everyone? Yeah, definitely. Quite right, Mr. Wright. It'd be a joy to fire the cannons on your ship. Somehow having your own workers cheer you on, it doesn't exactly scream compliance to me. Sounded like a bunch of gibberish to me. You get any of that, Majima? Not a word. I'd have better luck trying to understand a Martian. Well, details aside, our objective is simply to create an environment that values its crew and operates under clearly defined rules. In fact, this consistency is what generates such fervent support for sports like baseball and soccer. The point of this course is to study such rules. Alright, I think I'm getting you now. Things don't work the way they're supposed to without the right rules, yeah? Fair point. Baseball wouldn't be baseball if you could just run up to the pitcher and pummel him with your bat. Precisely. Now, let's go through a short exercise with my staff to help clarify our goal further. During the exercise, I want you two to point out any compliance violations that you notice. Just relax and have fun learning. Aye aye. Sleeping quarters. Just what I was looking for. This is where our first exercise will take place. Now, Oh, I almost forgot to mention. Please be aware that today's training will not necessarily apply to all ships or businesses. Any and all complaints will not be followed up upon. Man, these corporate types sure know how to cover their asses. Why is there a camera? Oh, right, they're doing YouTube videos. Now, exercise 1, begin. Morning, lads. Morning, Captain. Sleep well last night? Get some grub in you and look sharp. Yes, Captain. All right, everyone to the posts. Posts on the double. Yes, Captain. Stop. That's the end of our first scene. Now, somewhere in that scene was an instance of behavior that we would deem inappropriate. Do either of you know what it was? Something was inappropriate. Was it that the captain was too nice? Because that's what it looked like to me. Do you know what was wrong, Mr. Majima? Well... I'm thinking when he said everyone to their posts. These younger workers you've been talking about don't like being ordered around, right? Probably better to put it like, everyone, I would appreciate it if you could all move to your posts, please. Seriously, I've never spoken like that in my whole goddamn life. True, the polite approach may be preferable, but there shouldn't be any sensitivity issues with giving work-related instructions to your employees. On a pirate ship, where relations between captain and crew tend to be relatively genial, you'll likely needn't be so concerned about your tone. But regardless, there was something else the captain said that could be potentially far more problematic. Oh yeah? What was it? When he said, "Morning lads." Lad is associated with the male sex. God, it's PC principle. Using it could make female crew members feel excluded, and is therefore inappropriate in this situation. Society at large is more sensitive about gendered expressions these days than it historically has been. It is something you must always keep in mind. Damn, I've been saying lads this whole time. Then what if I said something that could be for both men and women, like bilge rats? Well, it's not especially a flattering term, but I suppose it would be preferable to lads. However, a simple everyone would be the safest choice. Sounds kind of boring for a pirate, if you ask me. Now on to the next exercise, but first I think we need a change of scenery. Do you mind us borrowing the deck? Go ahead. I'm just going to use the can real quick. Go on ahead without me. Alright, we'll be waiting for you. Ah, damn. Guess someone's already in there. Quick question, if you don't mind. Holy son of a shit. Where the hell did you come from? Almost made me piss myself. That's gotta be a compliance violation. Are you aware that the number of times you should knock on a restroom door? It differs from the amount for a door to an interview room, after all. This is the perfect opportunity to test your knowledge. I guess I'll take that as a no. On the almost making people piss their pants, it's got to be a compliance violation thing. I'm afraid you knocked in the wrong amount of times. It appears the occupant did not take kindly to that. Are you shitting me? The correct answer is to knock twice. Give it a try. How's that going to change anything? Occupied. Huh. Well, I'll be damned. Sorry for the hold up. Whew. Took a while to get that one out. Alright. Now you've learned some restroom etiquette. I will see you at the deck once you've relieved yourself. Nah, I don't gotta go anymore. Let's just go. Oh. Well, alright then. Change those pants, Majima. This dude's fucking with my nasals. It's time for the final exercise of this course. Trust me when I say that it's gonna be quite the pirate spectacle. These are members of our battle department. They're trained to fight in case of an emergency, adding a layer of realism to this exercise. Wow, you got people for every possible situation, huh? Now then, here's a heart-pounding battle scene in which the heroes and villains fight over the treasure. Begin. I ain't handing over me booty. If you want it, you had to pray it from me cold, dead hands. Fine by me, have at ye. Damn. Yeah, you got me. We did it. We finally gotten our hands on the treasure we've been longing for. This is why we'll never quit the pirate life, eh, mateys? Yeah, we're rich. Fine work as always. We'll split up the booty equally amongst us all. And plan on drinks tonight. Aye, aye, Captain. And that's the exercise. Was there something wrong with that? Looked like as good a happily ever after as you could get me to me. From a compliance perspective, I can assure you that it was certainly not. Now, what conduct in that exercise would you consider inappropriate? Planning on drinks and later. No way, it's not the thing about saying they're gonna drink tonight. What if not everyone in the crew drinks? What if they're minors? Don't want to make them feel like they gotta drink, right? Hey, what's the point of treasure hunting if we can't splice the main brace now and then? The fact that you are now taking other people's feelings into account shows how much you've grown, Captain Majima. You are on the right track, but I'm afraid that was not the correct answer. That's bullshit. Come on the right track means I was basically right. Quit talking out your ass. Mentioning plans to drink implies it is likely to occur, but not that attendance is mandatory, nor that alcoholic beverages are the only ones available. You understand what implied means, right? Furthermore, as their long-held goal has been accomplished, it's reasonable to assume that the captain simply wishes to celebrate everyone's hard work. The statement is merely meant to invoke incitement for the occasion and is not problematic. Nah, I get it. That's basically what I've been doing with my crew this whole time. Now, the correct answer is when the captain said they should be splitting up the treasure equally. In simple terms, to split the proceeds, I had a feeling it was this one because it was out there as too perfect, but also not because there's a captain. To split the proceeds of the treasure equally would first require clarifying the amount of capital available to be distributed. Capital? Like Honolulu's the capital of Hawaii? As I'm sure you're aware, obtaining treasure is a benefit to financial performance. Ideally, 90% or less of the monetary value covers labor and expenses. After calculating this point, we determine the evaluation coefficient, then assign a grade to each worker as stipulated by company expectations. Okay, we get it. Enough with the business talk. You even put Brian to sleep. Basically, you're just saying that treating everyone equally ain't really fair, right? Precisely. Workers deserve to be compensated based on their individual contributions. Save us the corporate jargon next time, would you? Here's the problem. This is not a business. This is just people out there plundering and pillaging. That's what that is. What was it? Are we being attacked? No, dumbass. That was just your belly growling. It was? Guess all this compliance work's gone and starved me. What do you say we head back to Honolulu and grab a bite? You're suddenly excited for someone who was asleep 30 seconds ago. Well, I think this makes for a good place to end today's training anyhow. Whoa, didn't think it'd take that long to get back to Honolulu. Yeah, the waves were pretty choppy. Ain't no control in the seas. Once again, I would like to thank you two for taking part in today's training. We got a lot of excellent footage to use for our video. Though you may have struggled with the exercises, you should think of today as a valuable experience for future study. Here's a participation award. Please accept it. A chain ring. I have one of those already. Well, nothing else. I learned a bunch of shit I never thought about before. Most of it went right over my head though. The younger generations have particularly high compliance awareness and consider unacceptable many of the practices once thought to be fine. It is for that reason that us etiquette and compliance instructors have a duty to support. What's that? Etiquette compliance? Well, if it ain't the dipshit who turned our young crew against us. What seems to be the problem, gentlemen? Oh, I'll tell you the problem. That brats in our crew can't stop whining about harassment this, compliance that, demanding hotlines out the ass. And they ain't listening to a goddamn thing we tell them. Manage to shut their asses up eventually, but we need to deal with the cause of this before it gets out of hand. Well, what exactly do you mean? I mean you, tight ass. You're the one who put out all that compliance shit into their heads. Nah, I'm getting pissed off just thinking about it. Your ass is shark bait. Creating bubbles in my sinus tract. It's not good. Or you can pay me reparations. My whole livelihood's down the drains thanks to you meddling. $1 million ought to cover it. That's an absurd proposal. Then get your ass ready for a flogging. Battle department, this is what you're trained for. Get this situation under Nope, they're out. Nah, I already finished my shift for today. My contract says if I do overtime, it's only supposed to be desk work, so this should be a breach of compliance. What? Hey, wait! Guess this guy's take his compliance stuff as serious as he does. Say your prayers. Yeah. Who are you assholes? Oh, we're just some pirates that have to be passing through. We're pirates 24/7, ready to hand out ass kickings whenever, wherever. Fine. We're sending you scurvy dogs to J.V. Jones' locker first. You're dead men. I gotta get used to the new tiger drop at some point. We'll figure it out. Ugh. You all right? Yes. Thank you for your assistance. With time changing so rapidly, I thought teaching older generations what modern workers value would make the world a better place for all. But I suppose when you impose new rules so suddenly, some will find it difficult to adjust, like those pirates just now. Yeah, nothing wrong with rules when done right, but overdoing it ain't gonna work. Being too much of a stickler can backfire on you real good. Might suit a normal company, but that shit ain't always gonna fly with pirates. Hell, if anything, some leeway with rules is what we need these days. I mean, look at your own battle squad, and those losers we just trashed on the other side. But we're both on the extreme ends, you know? Well, given my push for compliance, one can argue it was deserved. The boss sets an example for the subordinates, after all. That's how it is for the pencil pushers too, huh? I don't know where that accent came from. I founded my company hoping to bridge divides and help those suffering, whose suffering went unnoticed. But I'm clearly a long way from achieving that vision. To your point, Mr. Majima, I was so single-mindedly focused on adhering to compliance that I utterly neglected to consider pirate culture. There isn't always a single correct answer for every situation. Unfortunately, I evidently had to learn that the hard way. Guess I had to learn the hard way too. Thought my crew were a bunch of lazy good-for-nothings. But now I get that they just had their reasons for quitting. Looking back on it, I could have done a lot of things better. Yeah, us geezers shouldn't be imposing our old ways on the kids. I still ain't gonna put up with any bullshit from my crew, but I'll do it fair and compliant. Rules and freedom gonna live right on side by side on my ship. What a beautiful ship that would be. Excuse me, would you be kind enough to take me on as a member of your crew? What? The assumption my ideals were universal prevented me from appreciating pirate culture. I believed my superficial understanding was sufficient. I feel it is now my duty to keep learning and build a compliant work environment for all employees that still honors their respective cultures. Would you allow me to study pirate society under your wing, Captain Majima? Yeah, well, how about that? The teacher's becoming the student. I ain't gonna turn down a willing pirate, But the second you step foot on my ship, I'm putting you through your paces. Got it? Understood. I'm at your command. Then let me join your crew too. As much as I want to be captain again someday, I ain't ready yet. Not to mention, y'all seem to like a fun bunch. Teach me your ways, Captain. Damn, everyone's wanting me to teach them stuff, and all of a sudden. Well, welcome aboard, mateys. White. A man that runs a consulting firm, working hard each day to know what falls under compliance. And Brian. Master of stealth, gives me more smokescreen. Motivation, gives me more attack. A former captain of a pirate crew. Realized the importance of compliance and is currently studying to create a better work environment. Happy to be aboard, Captain. Good. But if I catch either of you slacking off, you're getting fed to the sharks. Ain't that a compliance violation? Get out of here with that shit. My ship, my rules. Now go get ready to set sail. Yeah. So forceful imposition of one's authority is what enforces leadership in pirate organizations. How eye-opening. Perhaps I picked the wrong industry to break into. Maybe. So we don't have a lot of time, but I do want to go try and do the Sicko Snap again. And I do want to finish this last go-kart thing. I don't think I can finish the race in time though, so we're gonna try and do the battle, I guess, with these two fuckers. And then go from there. We have 12 sub-stories left. And then 11 scouts left, one of which is Julie. I have something on the beach? Oh, Sicko Snap, that's right. And then Bonds, I finished Noah's Drinking Finale. And we don't have that yet. Anyway, let's talk to these dudes. We've got another duel that we're going to work on. Might as well, right? I'm here. We're doing it. This seems to unlock carts. So it's not a bad thing for me. Because the card I just got was kind of neat. I couldn't turn. God, that was annoying. Oh, I just got fucking wrecked. Well, I took her out. That's cool. Oh, shit. I fucked up. I fucked up. I somehow survived. I was just holding the fucking, I can now buy the Rapid Phantom. That's cool. I don't know what that is, but I can buy it. $5,000. That's what it is. That's dog ass. I don't want that. Huge acceleration and grip. Don't care. Do we have another duel? Goro has something for me. Cool. We don't have another duel. Fuck, man. I could do a time attack, but I feel like that's going to cost money. I think we're just going to take our break early. All right. Well, yeah, that's what we're going to do. Then we're going to try and do this race and see what happens. Because I have a feeling that's where we're going to get our sub-stories. There's definitely sub-stories for Dragon Kart. Anyway.